Okay, playing against Illos. He's on Grand Crusader Paladin. Let's roll for first. I got a 3. It's not ideal. Looks like I'm missing a card. I got 59. Okay, we got multiple Brodericks, multiple Sivandras, and a Poach. It's got a whole bunch of turn 1 stuff. I don't have a bunch of resources. In fact, not really any, but these cards draw us back into the game. This is good versus abilities. We got a Poach. We got early plays. Let's do it. Okay, so do we Poach first, or do we play a Broderick? We can play a Broderick. I'll probably just kill it with whatever 2-drop he's got. I think I'm probably just fine with him. Okay, with a hand like this, drawing multiple Brodericks against a deck full of small creatures means that we already have a way to start trading into his creatures, which is great. Even if he plays an Ashnar or a Buckhand to kill our creature, we're gonna be able to just keep curving out, and he's gonna lose all his tempo trying to trade into our Brodericks, which is exactly what we want. We happen to draw an answer that kills Burning Crusader or Grand Crusader. Check out that guy. Okay, it's turn 2. I think we Poach Broderick here. Seems easy. Let's start off with a Poach. No, it's not Poach. Whoops. There it is. Okay, we need to take something that costs 4 or less. So, Ashnar's good tempo. We don't care about Chipper. I don't really care about the Garrett. We can kill him. Bottled Light's really good at bringing back his dead guys. And then Edwin is also really pain in the butt to deal with. So we might just get rid of Edwin, leave him with his Bottled Light. Like, he can just keep bringing back Ashnar. Yeah. Get rid of Edwin. Oops. Okay, well, we are playing good cards. Let's make a little copy here. Let's do this. This will help our hero. This will help us remember that we've got some Brodericks. That's going to be... Okay, well, early discard was good. Now if he doesn't trade into this Broderick, we can Sivandra it. We can just play a Kite, start drawing. We've got a good opening hand here. I'm glad we drew one of our Kites. He may have some answers to it, but we're going to get some card draw off the Kite and the Sivandras, so we are well on our way into card advantage, and then using Brodericks and Poaches to out-tempo him. And then we'll start drawing into our mid-range stuff, like Kites and 4-drops, 5-drops. Just a variety of 2-for-1s and cheap tempo cards. We're doing it. Broderick are still quite good if your deck is relying on small creatures. Although, if they eat your Broderick from the graveyard, yeah, it just happens. He's going to draw a card. So in his hand, he might have a second chipper and a bottled light. He's probably just going to play around the bottle. That's kind of his... If I'm guessing, that's his plan, is just use the bottle. We could go kite draw, or let's just play Sivandra and draw anyways. So, trade a guy. Trade a guy. Draw a card. Pass. And we drew a Kil'ruk. Cool. So the early tempo plays in this deck are just huge. Broderick and Poach and Kil'ruk, and then this 3-drop that you have to trade into, and take 2 more from that dude that we traded into. So we got a bottled light coming down soon. He doesn't have a lot of good creatures. We'll just keep killing him. What I don't want to do is have him draw into a... I'd like to draw a 4-drop next turn. Uh-oh. That'd win. Oops. That's not what I meant. Oops. Oh, that card's staying there. Okay, let's untap and draw a card again. Looks like we might be taking some damage from Edwin. It's going to hurt. We need to find something to play face down. This guy's our only answer to Grand Crusade, so I kind of don't want to get rid of him in this case. And then Kil'ruk seems like he's great. He just kills everything. So our turn here looks like we're going to try to punch into Edwin. He'll say protect, and then we'll eat another protector with our hero. Put us at 5 damage. He'll swing in for 5. Put us at 10. Then he may have some good follow-ups. We don't have any ways to answer a Vuz'din right now. That would be pretty bad. This quest is real crappy versus Edwin. Doesn't really do much. Or Vuz'din or Edwin, actually. Okay, so we're probably going... Do I even want to play this game? It's slow. Sure is grindy. We do have the Undercity, though, so we're going to be healing up. Undercity is also real good versus Bottled Light. So we trade in. Let's go ahead and try that. Okay, that's good. I think I want to leave up. Oh, we also have a Scourge to eat his whole graveyard. So we got graveyard, anti-graveyard right now. Bottled Light not so good versus. He probably just got rid of that card actually. So Tuskarr may be a little slow. We'll kill the other token. This card's nice and slow and grindy. We have multiple slow and grindy cards though, don't we? But if we get with Dethvir out, like this card's like unbeatable. Kil'ruk, I think maybe we don't need him because he's a little slow at this point. He doesn't help kill Vuz'din. We'll pass. These cards are good against the Edwin. Like he's going to get in for some damage, but we'll be able to trade one away. If he does play Big Vuz'din here, it's going to be an issue for us. We've got to find an answer quickly. If he does play Big Vuz'din, though, we can victimize the rest of his hand away. We're going to be We're going to get smashed, though, for some damage. That's going to hurt. So we'll kind of need to draw into a sweeper to deal with all the tokens, and we'll have one big turn to go through the tokens and try and take advantage of the board again. I mean, we're a rogue. We got a number of cards that kill allies. Bottled light. Yeah, bottled light not so good versus what we drew this game. Okay, under our graveyard hate is proven why it's good right here. He's got a bottled light, which is probably one of the reasons to play Grand Crusader Paladin. It's just not working right now. So if I'm in my opponent's shoes, we'll take 5. Okay, I will probably go ahead and eat this Ashnar. Keep my health total low. The second kite. Alright. I think I want to slam Victimize here. We're going to probably just kill... Let's see what he lets us do. Can I trade? We'll start with that. Oh, this would be a great turn to play a new plague. Alright. Could develop the board here, but I think the board is plenty developed. Let's go face. Swing for 3. And Victimize should pretty much wrap this game up if he doesn't have any good. The grind is real versus other ally decks. Okay, he's got one of those instant dudes. And looks maybe we eat the other card. I'm just gonna kill that guy. And we get to draw some cards. Cool. Seems great. Pass. We're wrecking. Put some wrecked mate in chat. People like that. Uh-oh, the Wuz'din. Okay. Wuz'din's huge. If he ever taps him, though, then we'll just kill him. That's our play. This quest now doesn't do anything, because he can just kill a token. Oh, poison the well. Well, that card's pretty good here. Yeah, we can actually poison the well. Resource something, and then play Ring, make this girl invincible, and kill Edwin anyways. I think that's a good play here. I don't think I care too much about a Grand Crusader at this point. I'm taking over this game. We can also poison for 2, play resource, complete this quest, eat the Wuz'din, and lose nothing. Oh, I like that play. She's a great grinder. Do we need another one? I think we have some grind in our hand. Too many good options here. I think looks like we're on poison and then quest. I think that's where I'm at. Poison and quest. So we'll start there. Alright, so we'll kill the tokens. Tokens die. And we'll just play one of these 2-for-1 cards. Face down. huge grind here. We get to kill this guy, and we get to draw another card. And then we get to go face. So, wow, it's not working. You here. You here. So we get in for 5, kill this guy, draw a card, pass the turn. Seems good. Let's flip this down. Well, that quest is huge game versus like any type of mid-range decks. Oh, he's gonna play a Wuz'din. Okay. It'd be a shame if I had some cards that dealt with that. Well, let's do this. Let's poison the well. We'll take a big 5 chunk. This ally's unkillable. And we just pass the turn. Alright, what would we want to eat here? Alright, we'll heal 2. Oh, well, my opponent's can't even do at this point. We got a bunch of threats. So we'll get in for 3. Let's pay 3. Draw another card. I think we're going to pay 2 and go ahead and kite her. Draw another card. Cool. I feel like we're doing it here. Get in for 2. Pass. Now we have 1 man up for this thing, so we can't even really kill our creatures. This thing is really hard to grind through. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we're down to 59 cards, so we're missing a card. It's good to know that we're playing fair. Maybe a burn away. Devious Dismantle. Does he play any equipment? I don't. He's got the bottle, so not really. Didn't end up needing Fungus Face that game. Karina. I don't think I have anything I want to get any powers I feel like getting rid of. Mazu'kon might be too expensive for this matchup. That worked pretty well. Had the anti-graveyard card in play. Vuz'din kills his ongoing. That's another one to consider. Maybe another Vuz'din in place of what's a big Mazu'kon. Mazu'kon just doesn't help versus all his like the Wuz'din. It's just a big protector card. So we have a couple answers to ongoings now. In fact, let's get rid of that and play another Vuz'din. Okay. Let's draw a new hand. What do we got this time? We got a question, so great turn 1 play. A Broderick, great turn 1 play. Junkboxes and Kil'ruk, both great turn 2 plays. This hand is great. We got a whole bunch of early plays. We don't have any discard, and we don't have any graveyard hate. So we're just gonna have to keep with what we have. He's got a guy. Man, this is great. So on the play, we get to Question of Gluttony, complete this for free, draw a card, and then play Broderick. Alright, turn 2 might be real big for him. If he has one of the one of the 8 guys that just kills our ally for free, then we are going to be behind for a bit because we don't have... We're just going to start taking damage, basically. Turn 2 for us is either Junkboxes or Kil'ruk. I think it's got to be Kil'ruk to... Ooh, that's tough, because we want Kil'ruk in play to kill the creatures, but if he lands a Grand Crusader, like, we're going to be real out of luck if we didn't Junkboxes it. However, if we Junkboxes and we hit ability and he has no abilities, that's real bad for us. Okay, he kills that guy. Let's go ahead and clone our Broderick so I can take 3. And we'll start clawing back into the card advantage. Oh, we do have a Fungus Face in case he does have the Grand Crusader. That's true. We'll just take a whole bunch in the process. And this is another turn 3 play that'll kill anything for the most part. Yeah, so we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're taking 7 next turn. If he has the Grand Crusader, it's like, man, it's kind of like game. I guess we go ahead and... No, if we want to Junkboxes, we need to do it now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're at 8 already. We could question for free. And then Kil'ruk. This is not what I want in play because we can't swing with it yet. Oh... The fact that we drew a Fungus Face means we have an answer to Grand Crusader. Means I think I'm not too desperate to get rid of it. So I would like to play the Kil'ruk, even though he'll just die, and then we take 5 anyways, or we take a lot more from a... Man, Grand Crusader really kicks our teeth in here. But if we miss, it's a real bad game because we don't have any sweepers to recover yet. We do have this weapon. We'll just kill this guy next turn. We'll see how much he unloads here. Let's go Junkboxes and name ability and see if we can get him. We missed. That's real bad. Okay, he's got a buck, a chipper to hit our stuff, a Rufus. So we're scared of the Edwin. We missed. Real bad for us. Alright, so we'll take our 1 damage here. I feel like I gotta take some damage and just... we gotta trade something off, so I'll just take some more damage here. Put a damage on this guy. Pass turn. Okay, well that was real bad. Skip our turn 2 against an aggro deck. Watch him top deck Grand Crusader and just get me. So, maybe that play was just bad. Knowing we have the Fungus Face to answer a Grand Crusader later on, maybe we just really needed to play ally control. But if we play a Kil'ruk, I know it dies to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, take 2 there. Untap and draw a card. Okay, so this turn we can go question. And at this point the Fleshwork Glaive swings for 4 a turn. So the ass 2 sticks. I don't know. Oh yes. Alright. Going into turn 4, he's going to Weldon us. I don't think I have much of an answer to Weldon at the moment. We're really getting overrun. We need to draw a sweeper soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can complete this for free now. Let's do that. Draw another card. We're going to kill Ashnar. That's good. Alright, we now have ongoing ability answers. So that's our resource for the turn. For 3 mana, we might just play Sivandra. Kill this guy. Try to recover. We also have Fleshwork, which we take no damage, but we're killing a guy regardless, so let's go ahead and kill the Ashnar, take some more damage, put it on our hero. And just draw a card here. Ring of Invincibility is probably too slow here. Like, man, we drew the Kil'ruk against an aggro deck, and we just haven't... It didn't seem like a real ideal time to play it, because we know he have Ashnar, and he has the Buck in, so he's got basically 8 ways to just deal with it for free. Even if it comes back in roughly 3 turns. During those 3 turns, we got a Jadefire Scout hitting us every turn. Okay, next turn, he's going to play a big Edwin. Yeah. Gets a token here. This deck is generally quite good against our 4-mana kill your own token quest. Doesn't really do a lot for us. Oh, I'm over cards here, so I need to discard something. That's my fault. Well, I don't need 2 of these glaives. Let's get rid of one of those. Okay. Alright, we're back. My opponent played a Buck in. Gave Assault 2 in long range to this guy, so he did 5 and killed my creature. And he could have just gone 5 in the face. I'd be at 4 health. Sweeper's going to hit him hard here, but we didn't draw one. So, yeah, we got like 7 sweepers or so. We just didn't draw it. I don't think we can come back. Too many cards that don't do anything. We didn't draw Dethvir. Dethvir plus Ring is great, but we are basically dead here on turn 4. Do I have any way to come back? We can use our hero to kill this guy. Then we still take 3. We go to 21. So we have 6 health, and he'll have 4, 5, 6 attack in play. He's not going to do it. What else do we have? We could play a 2-drop. We can't even swing with the glaive in the same turn, so yeah, our options are not so good this game. I think we needed a sweeper, we didn't draw it. Let's go to game 2. Alright, concede. Yeah, we're dead on board here. We go up to 21 here, and we have 6 health left, and just we have no cards that impact the board this turn. Fleshwork is too reliant on it swinging in and pay. It's expensive to not have it in the turn before and invested. So let's go over here, finish game, play another. We'll grab some sideboard. Okay, we lost, so we'll go ahead and go first. Let's draw some cards. Hey, look, it's most of the same cards. Sure like drawing rings so far. So we're looking at turn 1, Broderick. Turn 2, nothing. Turn 3, Sivandra. No sweeper. Oh, is that good enough? We have so many sweepers. No discard. I mean, am I crazy for wanting to throw this away? It just doesn't seem fast enough. I have 1 Broderick, and if that thing gets killed, then we're already behind. Like, we're on a turn 3 Sivandra, don't do much. At least we have Daedak to buy us some health back. Maybe we'll just try it. Cool. We'll say Undercity Project. Let's try it out. We can top deck into a sweeper later on, but yeah, this quest is awesome as it is in some of the mid-range matchups. It's real slow, and we don't have any way to reduce it. We don't have. I mean, we could be playing like Last Relic or something. I don't know if that's right for this deck. We have plenty of grind, and that would be a really slow, pay 2. Just don't do much for that turn. Ooh, my opponent skipped turn 1. I'm down for that. So we can play a question here and just complete it. That's our whole turn. Get in for 2. Oops, wrong button. Not mean to invert. Alright, so we get in for 2. And we'll question at the end of this turn. I guess that's a fine turn 2 play. Question ended up working out here. I'm glad that was the quest we drew. Something we can play. Hey, that creature's pretty good versus our hero flip. Alright, drew some card advantage. Alright, we'll trade here. Place a quest. And draw another card. Card advantage train is rolling. We are now into the 3 and 4 drop 2-for-1s that are slow category. If our opponent ever gets ahead of us, we want to find a sweeper. Although next turn is basically like, I'm kind of looking at just play ring and I get to kill one of your guys every turn for the rest of the game till you find a way to deal with it. My opponent's got a real slow draw here. I don't know what their plan is. We didn't draw any discards, so we're not really disrupting their hand. We've just got card advantage on board and a bunch of slow, chunky stuff. Turn 4 is going to be big for us. Yes, he's completing a quest. He's really not doing anything. That's great. So it means he's going to be slamming into like Weldons and Edwins. I think that's what he drew in his deck, is a bunch of Edwins, Weldons. Oh, I meant to swing for 1 here. I missed a damage. It's going to matter, so I think let's make that happen. Alright, looks like my opponent is completing his quest, or figuring out how to. So, anyways, our opponent's got nothing on turn 1. Turn 2, he just threw a creature away into Broderick, and then turn 3, nothing again. So we have complete tempo control now. So knowing our opponent is basically going to be playing an Edwin, I want to take over the board here for 4 mana. This will be able to kill a creature. Boom, it's dead. We can kill a token. That'll open up the Edwin. That means no, Edwin will have 1 turn. So do I want to play a Daedak as another creature? That'll just basically help trade into something. This might be a good turn for that, because next turn we can victimize his hand if it's looking like that's the play. Oh, you know, another thing we can do is kill a token from Edwin, kill a token, flip this quest, eat his guys. That's going to work out real well. Not well if we have a Daedak in play, but it will work out perfectly with the ring. Or regardless, looks like we already have an Undercity. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a quest in. Throw a quest in play. Our turn 4. We could also just deadliness a resource from him. That might be really good. I mean, I know it seems like a whole waste of a card, but he just hasn't been able to do anything yet. So it's not the 2-for-1 we're looking for, but maybe he hasn't done anything for multiple turns, so we can just keep him on turn 3 again. It's not very much pressure, though. I want to win the board here. Maybe we just play Daedak. He's the biggest creature we have. Sure. Yeah, we're steadily ahead of this game. We've got Undercity, we've got Daedak. So Daedak is our healing tool. But right now he's just a dude that trades. And I don't want to get too behind against Edwin into Weldon. Deadliness was a real consideration. Just pay for it, eat your resource. It just seems slow. For the fact that we're so far ahead, it's bored that I want to win against this aggro deck. Alright, opponent's going to stash a token here. So we are in control of this board. We've got a Broderick in the yard, swinging for 1. We got Sivandra. We've taken over the board. Okay, stashing a token into Edwin does slow us down. Means we don't really get to... Well, we can kill Edwin, we just can't use our quest to do it. So that does reward us for playing... Certainly rewards us for playing the Daedak. Just developing the board. He's got a number of plays here that he could do. He could play multiple 2-drops. Opponent's reading up on Daedak here. Yeah, he'll die and shoot my opponent for 4, and we'll heal 4. So he's trying to figure out if he needs to play his Paladin cards into it. He could play like Ashnar, plus a buck in to give his hero a bunch of extra damage. Just trade in. Be a high tempo play, which tells me he's looking for a Weldon here soon. If he's not going to slam Edwin into this board, even then, like, Edwin's really not that far ahead of the curve here. So he's looking at this guy. He's probably learning this deck. Buck in is the dwarf that allows him to... Oh, he's got a Grand Crusader. Okay. Okay, he's got the Grand Crusader. We have a Vuz'din in hand. Sweet. We can just play Vuz'din, kill his token immediately. Then we have 2 mana left. Can we do anything with 2 mana? Instead of playing Vuz'din, we can play the Ring, make a guy immune, kill the token, and then we have the Ring in play for the rest of the game. This is also a decent turn if we wanted to deadliness away a resource again, because he didn't really do anything. That would put him down to 3. He'd have to play into 4 resources again. He can't play the Weldon for another turn. That does take up our whole turn, essentially. Let's see, if we start going face here, that's 7, 8. We can do 8 to his face, puts him at 15, so we'll have 14 left. Still got a Grand Crusader in play. Like, we don't love that. But, man, maybe getting this Ring in play just makes the grind real bad for him for the rest of the game. And maybe that's where we want to be. Oh, but he has a bunch of creatures that benefit hard from Grand Crusader, doesn't he? Like the Ashnar. Yeah. What an interesting set of decisions here. If we Vuz'din, boom, kill this, leave Daedak back. So, that makes it real challenging for him. I think I like that play. So we 3 mana, Vuz'din. Go ahead and put this in play. So 3 mana for Vuz'din, and we just don't get to develop. Our other cards are too expensive. Alright, let's kill your token. I'll take 1. So our Vuz'din turns off his Grand Crusader. He's got to really figure out some cards to deal with that. Yeah, and then let's go ahead and hit your hero for 3. Stop. There we go. And I think we're just going to hang back on defense here. So we'll pass. I like this play. Leaving back the Daedak as a protector. I mean, protector is just a basic keyword in this game. There's a lot of board states where suddenly when your opponent... It's kind of like having flying in Magic. It's like, oh, right. Well, I guess that's going to take over the game. And in this case, it won't take over the whole game, but it will take over the board state and reduce my opponent's options into very little. Seeing as we did not draw discard this game, we basically just drew infinite creature removal, but like slow 1-for-1 removal. Broderick's, medium-sized creatures, this new plague quest. We are now at the point, though, that we can... I mean, he's just so far behind, but if he does play a big Weldon, we can just eat all the tokens and then flip this quest and kill Weldon. We'll lose something in response, sure, like a Daedak. A Chipper. Okay. I'm not afraid of Chipper. And a Garrett. I think this thing has the clone symbol on it because it's indicating that it cloned a Magni. Or maybe he threw away the real Magni and this is the token. I don't think I even want to use this Undercity right now. Or maybe I do. It turns off his... it's 1 damage. I think we're doing fine. We're going to heal back from Daedak anyways. Didn't use our mana great that turn. Had a lot of 3s and 4s in the deck. Not enough 2s and 1s to really take advantage of the multiple cards per turn that we're playing. Alright, so we're at 5. Going up to 6 mana this turn. Again, we can Deadliness a resource just to take him off, but he's on 5 already. He can already play most of his good cards. We can play Ring, and then he really can't get through our board. We can just go all face for 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can go 10 into face, put him at 9 health, and then our Daedak dies soon. I don't think I'll like that. We definitely want to kill these guys. Just keep the board clear. So let's do that. We'll trade our hero in. Punch this 3. Oops. Here. Kill a 3-1. Boop, boop, boop. Take some damage. This is Hearthstone right here. Just control the board. Take 2. Our Undercity can just heal that one right back up. I think I like... I don't know. Victimize sets us up to never lose. Like the card advantage war, which he's just losing the board war, so... We could play Ring, and then he probably can't ever deal... He probably can't ever beat the Ring. So we'll go into the hero for 2 more. I don't think I need a kite this game. Again, with 3 mana up. Ring doesn't really work anymore if we decide to do that play, so... But that's okay. The Ring works later on down the road. I think I just want to flood the board with more stuff. I think we're pretty much in the driver's seat here. We got 4 creatures. We'll leave back a protector. The Ring, again, Ring's not online at the moment, so maybe that was just a poor play, because we could have done something else with that mana. But who cares about the Victimize right now? I'll use the Victimize to refuel my opponent. I'll let him get down to, like, just leaving his best cards in hand, whatever. And we've pretty much solidly taken over this board state at this point. He's playing another Grand Crusader, which just doesn't work. Does he have another Grand Crusader? Boom, suck it. Alright, that was game. Let's call it.